Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Must Love Labs. My name is Alan. On this channel we discuss tips and tools for how to raise, breed, and sell Labrador Retrievers as quality family pets. So if you're new here, you might consider subscribing. In today's video, we're going to discuss how to determine whether or not your female dog is pregnant. Have your breeding efforts been successful? Maybe you've done artificial insemination or natural breeding, but now it's time to determine whether or not it took. Did it happen? Is my dog pregnant? Excellent question. Let's get to it. Okay, so maybe you've done artificial insemination, or maybe you've done natural breeding like Sam and Rosie here. And I wanted to show you what that looks like. This is what I call doing the dance. They're both being real playful, and she's flagging. She's got that tail swung off to the side to expose herself, and her progesterone level spikes, and all these things let Sam know that it's time to do what the stud dog does. So we all know what that looks like, and of course how it results in a successful tie, hopefully. And here you can see these two are tied together. You do not want to interrupt them when they're in this position. Just let them do what they do. Their sperm is still transferring, and they'll stay this way 10, 20 minutes sometimes for a good tie. And you'll want to see this happen 2 or 3 times with a mated pair for a successful breeding. Most people believe, twice, 3 times for sure, and you've done a good job. Now, when you're doing natural breeding, every other day is recommended. You don't want them to do it every day. Then the male needs a chance to recharge, if you will. And if you're doing artificial insemination, the vet may or may not have you come back for a second visit. Hey folks, if you're getting value from this video, do us a favor and hit that like button. It really does help out quite a bit. And thanks in advance for doing that. And if you want to support our channel, you can visit us on the web at mustlovelabs.com/tools. So you've had a successful breeding, or what you believe to be a successful breeding. Either your AI went well or your natural breeding went well, and you had 2 or 3 good successful ties. So now you're wondering, well, did it take? Did it work out? Did my dog get pregnant? And there's a couple of things that you can look at, and truthfully, you're really not going to know right away. Now, your female's behaviors will change. She'll know for sure whether or not she impregnated. And within a couple of days, she'll stop being receptive to males, but that can actually take up to a week. So then you're wondering, as the days progress, did this work out? Well, there are some obvious physical signs with the female. If her belly will eventually start to swell. I've got some footage here of Rosie at 6 weeks of pregnancy. Her belly's going to swell, and her nipples are going to get larger and engorged. And these are very obvious physical signs, but you might not want to wait 5, 6, 7 weeks to find out whether or not your dog is pregnant. That being the case, you're going to want to go to the vet and have her checked out. And this is what we did with Rosie. We went into the vet and did an ultrasound. Now, there are some other signs that you can see as well. Her appetite will change. Some of them get real finicky and finicky eaters. And I'll put a card in here about feeding pregnant dogs. We did a video on that as well. And I think you'll get value from checking that out too. But anyways, at about 30 days from breeding, we're going to go to the vet for an ultrasound and have a look. At this point in the game, 30 days after breeding, with Labradors, the babies are going to be about the size of golf balls, and it's really obvious to see on the ultrasound. It's a great way to go and verify a pregnancy to make sure things took, so you know what to expect next. And I'll show you some footage from the ultrasound for Rosie the last time we did this with her. Here we are at the vet, Dr. Hood's office, Countryside Small Animal Clinic. Really glad we found this veterinarian, by the way. It's so important to have a great vet to work with, and Dr. Hood is definitely that. So we're going to go get Rosie checked in and get ready for her ultrasound. Rosie's no stranger to being here. She loves it here, and we do too. It's always clean, and everybody's always real friendly. So we got lucky today. There wasn't a big line. We really didn't have to wait all that long. We took a seat out in the lobby to wait for the vet techs and Dr. Hood to get ready for us. And Rosie got to check in the sights and the sounds, and she's always hoping to meet a new buddy, but that didn't happen for her today, but that's okay. Before long, they were waving us into the examination room.
Never been mom to jump in the car. Just go see if you're gonna be a moment. Yeah.
Looks like we are.
Yeah. Yep.
Good picture there. Let's see. Try to find. There's two there.
Okay.
And there. Awesome. Looks about right. Would you say 35 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about 35 days from that first tie. Yeah, that looks what it, I mean, that should be about right. Looks good. So we had a successful trip to the vet, and we confirmed that Rosie is definitely pregnant. This is great news. And we did this 30 to 35 days after first tie. So this gives you another 4 or 5 weeks to get ready for puppies. It's a 9-week gestation period. We're looking at about 63 days here. That's normal. And we don't like any surprises, so having another 4 or 5 weeks to get ready is a great thing. If you're wondering about putting together a whelping box on a budget, we did a video for that. I'll include a card. You can go there and check that out. That'll give you time to assemble your supplies and get everything ready for mama to whelp a litter of puppies. You can always visit us on the web at mustlovelabs.com. And if you'd like to learn more about becoming a dog breeder, we've got a playlist for that right here. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you in the next video.